And hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. Don't ask why I said it like that. Today we're playing, or no, we're not playing anything today. We're drawing. We drawing stuff today. We're drawing more Purple Heart from the Neptunia series. I worked on this 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, because last week we did a special little Valentine's Day special drawing for Valentine's Day, of course. But I wanted to get done with this one, so we're gonna finish it today. We don't have too much more work to do, but definitely enough to at least warrant another stream. So yeah, let's get into it. Time for Nep Nep. Do you have your pudding ready? Of course I do. I also have it marked with Nep's name, as you can almost clearly see. There we go. Nep, Nep. I would never forget the pudding for Neptune. Well, I say that as I have forgotten it multiple of an occasion. But we don't talk about those times. There we go. So how's everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? Everyone fantastic? Nepog champ. Indeed. It must be an emote. Surely. See, I got my cream soda Dr. Pepper right here as well, too. To also mark the occasion. Almost done Pokemon? Nice. I've not been able to get caught up on it for a while now. But it's all good. I'll eventually I did beat it recently, like at least the main campaign, but now I'm in like the after story stuff. So, I'm currently grinding through all of that. You got Porygon. Okay, that's cool. Actually, no, we don't need to roll up our sleeves for this. This is fine. So yeah. A quick little, disclaimer as we go into things. Once again, was not able to do this. But we will do it now. Also, I will shuffle the playlist because that has not been shuffled. So, who wants to hear Radical Highway again? Let's go! Boom. Da 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 da. It's okay. We'll do it right now. I literally had no time. I tried to help it, but I could not. So we're just gonna do it now. It doesn't take too long, anyways. I say it takes, you know, usually takes about 15 minutes to a half hour to do. But it's okay. It's all good. We definitely got more than enough time today to finish the drawing, I believe. Because we're basically, like, I'm pretty sure we're at least more than halfway done with it. We just got a few more things to add to it, and then we gotta do all the rest of the bits for it. Week of 2/21/22. Also, tomorrow is 2/22/22. How PogChamp is that? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, cool. Actually, a little bit lower. Wah. 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 There we go. Now let's start from the top. That's too far. Yes, I know, right? Alright, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not Saturday, Monday. Okay. And tomorrow's gonna be 2/22. Also, from what I've seen from everything too, this is going to be the last. This schedule here, at least, will be the last month of February, or yeah, the last week of February, and then we'll be going into March. All right, 26%. Yep, because it's gonna be the 28th on Monday. I was finally able to get pudding for the Neptunia stream tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, let's go. Alright. Just trying to get in a more comfortable position here. There we go. Alright, all times N-E-S-T. Woohoo. Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna put all these times in real quickly. She's going by way too fast. Make it stop. It's only almost the third month of the year, which means we're about a quarter of the way through it now. Okay, when you think about it that way, it does seem like it's going by pretty fast, huh? I kind of agree, though. I feel like 2022 only happened, like, a couple of weeks ago. Like, it's probably been, like, almost a month for me. Not the 2 months that it's been. Put on my hashtags. You guys can probably guess what's gonna happen throughout the week, though. Yeah, I'll let you guys get a good guess in to what this week entails. I'll make it a game as I draw up everything. Wah 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 wah. As bastardized right there. There you go. Wah 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 no. My anxiety now it's taking control of me. I'm holding on to every little bit of hope. Oh wow. From the atmosphere, can't escape. There's nowhere left for me to hide. Nowhere to run, and nowhere to hide. Destiny, I vanish forever. No guessing games. Aw. Not even a little bit, Pansy. Not even a little nibbles. I'm pretty sure you can at least guess what's going on tomorrow. No. Damn. Well, okay then. I will tell you then. I will tell you what goes on throughout this week. Not hyperdimension. We're out of the hypers now for the Neptunia streams. We're on to the mega dimensions now. Like I mentioned, Neptunia V2R number. Ooh. Of course, we need to go back to hyperdimension. Don't worry, we will go back to hyperdimension. Actually, since I'm mentioning that, let me look these up real quickly because I have them on my phone. I marked the like anniversary dates for when I first did the streams for the hyperdimension series. Each of the 3 games. So once we hit those dates, we'll be doing a special anniversary stream for Nep Tuesdays. Of course, it won't be for a little while. Very first one we're getting this year is for Rebirth 2. That's near June 8th was when I originally did that. So probably June 7th on that time. And Rebirth 3 was done August 17th, so the August 16th of that week will be when I do that one. And then, of course, hyperdimension number 1 was December 7th. Perfectly all on a Wednesday, by the way. They're all on Wednesdays. So, we're going to have to move the date back just for the anniversary section. So that one will be on December 6th. But yeah, we got a good amount. Too long, we can't wait. I understand. Honestly, there's some stuff that I want to show off in those games too, especially the first one, and I'm not gonna be able to do that until December. But that's okay. It gives me more time to play some of the other stuff in the other ones. Like for the most part, what I'm doing with the Hyperdimension series now is I'm just trying to get everything. I'm trying to get everything as close as I can to achieving all the endings that I need. I'm probably gonna make like separate save slots for each one, and I'm gonna just react to all the endings on the streams probably. So I would say since June is the closest one, I need to prep Hyperdimension Neptunia 2 and get all those endings ready to go. All right, Steam stream. Oh yeah, so yeah, this week's Steam stream. I'm trying to remember this again off the top of my head as well too. We're doing PC Building Simulator. Building Simulator. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun little project to do. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. Porn? No porn. There's no porn on a live stream, Cyber. This is a family-friendly stream. Family-friendly. PC building, let's go. Yeah, I'm excited for it too. Pokemon Black on the same day as well. Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. Number 5? I think it was 5 now. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna be starting a new blue plays this week too. We're gonna do our very first playthrough of Amori. If I can fucking write it down, there we go. It'll be an interesting little game to go through. You're gonna seize your idiot uncle's PC business. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, and then on free day, we're gonna try the Sonic thing again. I'm gonna see if we can do the Sporkle quiz again this week. Test my Sonic knowledge. I at least want to see what the Sporkle stuff is like. I'm not sure if I'll do more Sporkle quizzes after this, but I'm at least curious to see how well it will go. If anything, maybe I won't just do Sonic stuff that day if there's not enough of them. Maybe I'll test my knowledge in other stuff like Neptunia's or Kingdom Hearts. Or other stuff. About time we're gonna play it more, yeah. Yeah, I've had this game for quite a while. I got this as a gift from Pansy from, I think, Christmas. So, yeah, it's definitely been on my list for a little while now. I've just been trying to get some other blue plays done first. In the meantime. But yeah, now we're finally gonna be able to start it. It's gonna take a good while, because from what I've looked up on how long to beat, it's gonna last probably maybe like 10 streams worth, I would imagine. But we'll see about it. Okay. Blue draws. Oh yeah. We're gonna do, assuming that we get this done today, we're gonna continue on the trope of my characters as Kirby forms. We're gonna continue on that little series. No Kingdom Hearts. But why not? It's a good series. Okay. And then let's just put in that little drawers. All the little drawers. Da 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 dun. But say, it'd be weird for me to build a PC thing and only build a monitor and keyboard and mouse. So yeah, there's the the PC setup right there. Disney is boring. Well, see, the Kingdom Hearts isn't all about Disney. You go through most of the worlds throughout most of the games, but it still has its own lore and plot to it. You gotta see past the Disney. Embrace the OC nature of Kingdom Hearts. Which is honestly the side that I'm kind of more like anyways. I like Disney worlds, but I really like the original characters and the original plot they came up with for that game. Amori. From what I remember from Amori's thing, they kind of just had... They had like the one guy who was, who had the hair, and he was like, ooh. Or he was like, ooh. And then like, oh, ooh. Like, ooh. Something like that. He's like, whoosh, scribble. And then he's like, oh, I got eyes. Something like that. It was something similar to that at least. Ba-bam-ba-bow. I try to do me as a Kirby. Best description of the game. It's still boring. Draw the hedgehog brown and return OG Cody. Oh god. I don't think we want to bring back OG Cody. Those were dark times in my life. Okay, let me hide myself quickly so you guys can see the full little thing right here. All in its glory. And now we're gonna get on with the rest of the stream now. Hello, Neptune. How have you been, my lovely lady? So yeah, we're gonna basically kind of continue on where we left off. I remember mentioning in the last stream that I wanted to try building this giant skyscraper in the middle of Neptune right here. Where the hell's my mouse? Oh, right there. Yeah. There you go. Now you can see it better. This little thing right here. I want to try to build this little structure in the middle of the whole place. Because it's kind of the most recognizable structure in Neptune, to be honest. It's the main basilicom as far as I can remember. I do. Not as good as Sora Cody, but he's still good. Sora Cody is also another interesting phase of mine too. I mean, I like Cody's main hairstyle too right now, but yeah. I get it though. What was this again? Actually, was that part of the Nep sketch? It was. Oh, that was her. That's her knee, and then like the background thing there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we drew all that in there, we don't really need the rest of it, except for, well, we kind of need it for the drawing part, but. Well, no, not really, because those are going to be colored in. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, yeah, let's draw this little thing now. So I think I'm not sure if I should just trace over it, because honestly, it is kind of complicated. What do you think, Pansy? Do you think this is something that should be traced over? Like, I'm not gonna copy it, like, you know, exactly down as I see it here, but I want to at least get, like, the silhouette of it out. Because the silhouette's the most important part of it. Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. I'll still kind of differentiate enough so it doesn't look like I completely copied it down. But yeah. Okay, there it is. Hello. Okay, we're just gonna opacity you so we can see everything in the background. Okay, so also we're gonna move you down below everything else. And so yeah, the city's at like this much of an angle. Yeah, everything's standing up kind of like that. Actually, that's kind of like where the line is, so we can get it straight with that line, like right about there. And I think right about there is actually where I kind of want it to. Yeah. Yeah, right about there is where I want it to. Alright, perfect. Okay. We're just gonna make this its own layer too, by the way. So the Basilicom sketch. We will make this purple. Tracing poggers. You know, you gotta do what you can to get by in the art world, right? It's not going to be completely traced, but I at least kind of want to make sure that I am getting like the main like look of it down. Because like this is what I kind of want to get down here, these little wing parts going out to here. And then this little part here too, I kind of wanted to get that down too. I don't know if I remember mentioning this too before in the last stream, but it kind of reminds me of just like a giant sword. But like split right here for some odd reason. And it's like half of it is covered up by this whole thing here too. There you go. You can kind of tell what that all is right there. Down. There we go. Speaking of tracing, we'll need to do fusions of our characters. Yeah, that could be interesting too, yeah. Boop, boop. There you go. Yeah, something kind of like that. This whole part right here is the more complicated part right here too. Um, and then that little part right there, and then there, and then there. And then that looks like it's about good. Alright. I think that's good. Alright, now let's put that out and see how that looks. Huh. Yeah, it came up pretty well, actually. Nice. I just need to find the video where I list some ideas. Okay. I can't remember if I wrote them all down or not either, so yeah. That would be a good reference. Alright, but yeah, that's basically what the Basilicom is going to look like. Now I'm looking at where it is on the map here too. Actually, I wonder... Yeah, it would probably look better like that, huh? Just going like that over there. I'm gonna try to like put some like buildings right here just to kind of mask up that little part down there. Because I don't know how to really blend that into anything else. That looks about good. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, now we got everything like drawn up though. So, all we need to do now is, also by the way, did I draw on the, yeah, I do this with a drawing pen. I was just like, I wonder why it looks so much more clear than the other sketch parts that I did. Yeah, that's the main reason why right there, actually. I did it with the drawing pen instead of the, with the sketching pen. That's fine though. We can still kind of, you can still kind of tell what it is like. Okay. So let's take all this and opacitize it down to like half. Also, let's put this all into its own layer. Alright, sketches. And now we will have our drawing layers. Or should I say drawing layer? Actually, I don't know. There's a lot of parts to this, so I think I might make multiple drawing layers. So let's draw Neptune first, and then we'll draw everything else with it. Also, ooh, I just noticed that too. Okay, so I don't know if this comes up on the stream, but do you guys see, like, when I go over some parts with the little cursor here, that it gets like a little white radius around where I kind of put the cursor? Because I'm noticing it on the screen. I know it's because of the HDR, but I wasn't sure if that was coming up on stream or not. I wonder if it does it show up more like that. Yeah, you can still see it like that too. I was curious about that because I noticed that sometimes happens because of how the HDR is calibrated. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, see, I just forgot to turn it off, and normally I like to try to make it so whatever I'm drawing is as you guys see it, and not just like, you know, attuned to my eyesight with the HDR. So let me just switch that. See how well. All right, let me know if anything changed like that, because I'm curious. I'll also look back in the stream, too, to see if anything did actually change when I did that. So, we'll see about that, though. Also, since I'm doing the drawing now, and since I have everything on white... Oh, no, because I'm doing black lettering. No, I'm doing the black drawing on this, so it'd be better if it was white so I could see better what I'm drawing against. Alright. I'm curious to see if that actually did anything or not. Now, is 5-point good? Yeah, 5-point looks pretty good for the drawing layer. Na 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 na. I can show you the world. It does kind of sound like it though, doesn't it? Just a little bit. It's definitely not that song, but that part just reminds me of it. I hate this song now. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I need this song on here anyways, because this is the World Adventure, so this is like what you hear when you first open the game, I think. It's also a lot more slower than the other ones, so yeah. I'll have to remember to take it out. Yo. I can show you the world. Every time I hear that, though, that's just what I think. I bet you now that you guys can't unhear that. You're welcome. I gotta draw a curve. Actually, this will do. I can just erase that little part up there. Just up and down all around. Up and down all around. Yo. We're really struggling with line art. Hell yeah. Why does Cyber keep saying porn in the chat? Up and down and all around. And off-brand. I see. So you also watch Lost Boss. Do I need that? I think it's fine without it, yeah. Bum ba da bum. Bum ba da bum. Bum ba da bum. Actually, now that I think about it, in the original drawing, she didn't have... Yeah, it's covering her ears, so you can't see them like that. So actually... That's right, yeah, because that goes down to there. They want you to get to OnlyFans and do the non-Twitch streams. Well, that's not gonna happen. If you came for that kind of content, you've come to the wrong place. Actually, let's do this side first, and then like that. There we go. Yeah, I'm just speaking the truth. You're not gonna find that here on Twitch. One thing's for sure. Because Twitch would immediately try to ban me for that kind of shit. Corey, think of all the games and drawings you could stream there instead. Yeah, what, you mean like all of the 5? All of the whole 5 games that I have that are not safe for Twitch? You lies. I mean, you could definitely draw more art there, for sure. But, game-wise, Also, they're games that I'm pretty sure people would not want to see me actually play. Also, I kind of want to keep that to myself anyways. Like, I'm okay with talking about them on stream. I'm not going to show it, though. Oh, wow, wow. Which poop? You can find more. I mean, you can always find more. I know people definitely do like Let's Plays and stuff, love that kind of stuff on there. So that's not too surprising. But I'm not gonna be like that kind of guy. I'd rather keep my cultured games to myself, thank you very much. Christopher getting cake shamed. No, it's not even that. I just don't feel like that. I just feel like that kind of stuff should just stay private anyways. Actually, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that goes down there like that. Wah wah, oh wah wah wah. Wah wah, oh wah wah wah. Ba-da-da-da-do. Oh no, wait, do those go behind? I'm confused now. Okay, those flicks are behind those ones. Okay. Curious about that. I was like, huh. Wow. He says he streams this hentai in Discord. Yeah, see, that's okay. I'm okay with streaming it with you guys personally. But most of the time, I rather just do that kind of stuff myself. It's also hard not to Discord stream that stuff with you guys when you constantly ask for it. Yes, I'm calling you out. Y'all are more perverted than I am, and that's saying something. Bunch of booba. We'll stop if you give me your pork. It depends if I can find another one, honestly. If I can find another one, I will give the one to you. I had a lot that I released. Oof. Man, you should have asked Cyber before. Yeah, but honestly, if you have any Pokemon related problems, Pansy, you should honestly ask Cyber. Because she's been playing a lot more of that game than we have. She'd probably easily find you another Porygon if you so asked her to. Wow. Ask me next time. I should have 3 left. I didn't know I needed it until today. Yeah. dun dun da da dun. This ponytail is still the most complicated thing I've had to draw on this thing. Also, by the way, Cyber, this is probably the closest thing that you'll get to me drawing porn on stream, because Purple Heart doesn't really wear too much that it leaves much to the imagination, you know? But she's a goddess, so of course she must show off her beautiful body. You're in luck, Pansy. Ooh. Lucky boy. Right, that's right. This went up to here. That's what it was. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, nice. There you go, Pansy. Your problems are all solved. You are now not Porygonless. Boom. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Excuse me. My chat is now filled with Pokemon Arceus. Bam, 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 Actually, yeah, now I look at it, it doesn't look like that. Oh wait, yeah, it just kind of curls in. There you go. I forgot the tights. Okay, that's right. That's how they look. It's a little hard to see with how they look now here. Okay, no, I think I see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, that's how they looked. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Now it does look a little weird now, doesn't it? Kind of want it to be just kind of like a curve. She has the bulge. Here come to. No, she doesn't have a bulge. It's that's kind of just her other thigh. Or technically the bottom of her butt leading up to her thigh. Gameline. Mistake. Difference tonight. Maybe you're behind. So they say. Change the world, the world now. Game alive, game alive. Change the world, the difference tonight. I will leave you behind. So to say. difference tonight. Change the world in this game of life. Make a difference tonight. Leave you behind. How's the look on her thing again? Okay, yeah. The little curve, and then, yeah, the little thing right there. Okay. Bow, bow. It's not a game. I'm here to see it though. So you know that we out there. What do you mean I'm definitely getting a copyright strike? I've gotten many claims, but I haven't gotten any strikes. If you're suggesting that I sing as greatly as the person in the original song does, then thank you, I appreciate it. For now. Until they start cracking down more and it was like, hey, if it has lyrics, you ain't allowed to use it. Or if they just ban all video game music. That also might be an issue. Then I have to use generic-ass music. Which I will not appreciate for when that day comes. Actually, if they ban video game music, then they have to ban video games being streamed too, which that would just kind of ruin everything, wouldn't it? And then the rest I'll do in the 3-pen. Actually, let's see how it looks against it. Yeah, it looks good enough. Yeah, they're still doing 3-pen, because it's some very small details that have to go and everything. Oh, wait. I forgot about the other hair that's over here, too. I'll do it in this. I'll do it in a quick second. Let me just put in these little details right here. Booba, yes. Booba. Alright, wait a minute. No, it does go under it, I think, right? Yes? Right. No, the hair would go over it. Yeah, it would go over it, so I had to fix that. Actually, no, yeah, that's right. That's how that would go. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's good enough. You kind of get it anyways from that. We need more booba streams. I mean, I try to draw as many girls as I can on stream, so eventually the booba does come into play, but not always. They are definitely a lot more prominent this stream though, because you know, Neptunia with the purple heart outfit. So yeah. Okay, so let's put you back up to 3 or back up to 5. And we need to erase these lands right here. Now think about it, the breach can also go away too. It's very slow. Forget the Kirby drawing stream. Draw Lady Green Artist. I'll draw all the ladies for sure. Don't worry about that. That's why I'm drawing Purple Heart first. She was the first lady I wanted to get done. The other ones will definitely get done in time. For sure. I like to kind of just like I just like to kind of put them in like their own, or I like to kind of differentiate them per week. So like in the case of these drawing streams, I want to try doing the lady fan art streams and then differentiate them with the Kirby stuff every other week. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll do some OC stuff again. The thing about the OCs now is I kind of want to try to do more of the references on my own. Unless you guys like the OC reference streams. Let me hide the Basilicom sketch because that's a little bit in the way right there. There you go. Yeah, this one I just did from there, right? Yeah. I do. Still need to draw Sam. Okay, fine. I won't get rid of them then. I'll just kind of like try to differentiate everything. As per like usual. Just to kind of give some variety to the drawing streams, so I'm not like drawing the same kind of stuff every week. I mean, I like drawing them too. And the reference stuff, they kind of get done a little bit quicker anyways, because they are just reference sketches. And I get to talk about my OCs on stream, which is always nice, so... Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, Sam will probably be the next one I do. Because Sam is a pretty cool character. You can also do drawing streams of our characters as well. Well, yes. Well, yes, of course. I might take some requests and do some stuff like that some days too. I just have a lot of my own projects I like to do too, so... But I don't mind doing like maybe an exchange or something with like friends and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom for a quick second, but I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I leave for a few minutes and my chat is flooded with emotes and owos and uwoos. Mostly emotes though. But yeah. Also, by the way, well, before we continue on with this drawing too, I'm thinking about actually, yeah, changing this up a little bit. So instead of the my characters as, I think I'm gonna bring back the OC thing next week. Because what I'm thinking, I'm gonna probably kind of like put things in blue draws on a rotation. So actually, yeah, we need blue right here too. So we're gonna do the Sam reference instead. Whoops. Samantha reference. Well, actually, no, Samantha. I don't know if that should. I don't know if I should bother with the full name. You guys know her, Samantha. Samantha reference. And we'll make the thing her little cowboy hat on. And short hair. There you go. Or do your Texas accent. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! It's chaos without you here. Apparently so. But I just got out the tentacles. Now put your tentacles away, Cyber. Now is not the time for that. Yeah, so basically the rotation that I'm thinking of doing for my blue draws each week is we're gonna have fan art like this one here. Then the week after we'll do OC references, and then the week after that we'll do the My Characters As series. Because I have other things planned too for the My Characters As series, not just Kirby forms. In fact, the next My Characters As might not be the Kirby thing. Because I have many, many ideas of what to draw my characters as and or in. So that'll definitely be something interesting to try out. Tri-weekly, as it should be. No vor. Don't get her started, Pansy. Don't get her started. No vor in my chat. I'm gonna have to ban the word vor now. Show them mercy. If you battle, show them what you got now. From our world, now the time of reckoning has begun. Back on, trust in those you stand beside. Can win this war. Oh. Pick one of them. What do you mean? Pick one? Time to take out the tentacles? What do you mean, the accent? I did the fucking accent. Yeehaw, partner. What do you want me to do with the whole damn stream? What do you take me for? You just want to see me cringe. You just want to see my cringy ass on stream, don't you? I know you want to see me cringe. God damn it. Don't give up until I see the dawn. Not what I meant, but I love the idea. No tentacles. Put them away. Honestly, I think it's chaos both when I'm here and when I'm not here. I don't think there's a difference. It's just always chaos. I think we're good on all the details now. All right, yeah. So I think Neptune is drawn now, which is good, because now we can focus on the rest of everything else. Go. Die. Time for a reason. Oh, either tentacles or war? Oh. The tentacles wiggle at you. Bring thy whole. Can we have neither? Is neither an option? I feel like neither should be an option. Because I think well, actually, if I had to choose between boar or tentacles, I would rather rock on the tentacles. Like I can get tentacles at least. I can't get vor. Not here to kink shame anyone or anything, but I just don't get it. Tentacles, I understand. Vor is another level of kink, though. Just keep the tentacles away from my holes. Any of my holes, for that matter. What you got now? Alright, there's only one little thing that we haven't done here yet. The little hair parts right there. Don't give up to the sea. Back our home. Stand beside. Tentacles it is. Look at all those tentacles. Alright, now we gotta draw everything else. Which, compared to Neptune, actually, I think will take a lot less time. Actually, also before we do that too, let me make sure all the lines on her are clean. Nep. Clothing, it's hair sketch, body sketch. Actually, let's just hide all the sketches. Just focus on making this looking clean. Hopefully the line cleanup doesn't take too long. I'm just known to do little jets every here and there. Wanted to make the lines look as smooth as possible. Wow. 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 The only tentacles Corey likes is Jennifer's tentacle udder. God, no. Those tentacles especially terrify me. Those are extra terrifying right there. Wow. That's fine, actually, as it is. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, that should be good. Actually, I'm looking over there. I'm seeing, yeah, on the other hair part, there's a little bit right there. Womp. I'll be completely honest, I forgot that I added this one. I think I like the fast beat to it, so I was just like, yeah, let's play on the playlist. But they produce lots of milk. I think that's what terrifies me more to them. I think that only makes me more terrified of them. Alright. Alright, so yeah, now we will do Neptune the Basilicom as its own drawing. Yeah, let's do the Neptune drawing first. And because this is going to be behind Neptune, probably going to keep everything below. Probably going to keep everything like 3. I think what I'm doing with like the pen maybe is at least I'm going to put everything here on pen 3, and then everything back here is going to be pen 2. This little line right here though, where she is on the balcony here, or on the roof of whatever she's on, this is going to be in 5. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I'll just erase those 2 lines right there. This is especially why I'm glad that I am doing it on a separate layer. I also don't remember adding that one, to be honest, either. Or at least, I don't remember keeping that one on. Corey's afraid of milk, confirmed. Well, not of milk. Milk from certain places, possibly. Also, I wouldn't say I fear it. I'm just saying, I would just say it's not my thing. I know people who are definitely into that kind of thing, but is not me, Chief. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's not Megalovania, but it's pretty fucking close. It's a song that might play if you fight Sans. Not Megalovania. What do you mean skip and remove? The best song on this entire playlist. Besides the Chow theme. That cannot be replaced. Da 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 na 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 do do do. Da 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 na 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 do 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 do. That is really, really short also. Tentatives. Tenticles? Tenticles. There we go. That's the word we were looking for. Why have I invented that word? That's gonna haunt me now. Wow, 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 wow. Ba da 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 down da da do. Ba da da down da da down. We're gonna have dreams about it for the next month now. God, no. I would rather not that tentatives be haunting my dreams. The tentacles. Ba-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Ba-da-da, Never let you go. Bow, 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 bow. Mm 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 mm. Do 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 do. It just keeps getting faster. Da, 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 da. Sooner or later, it's going to crash. All it da, 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 do. Da, 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 do. Train's gonna crash. It just keeps getting faster. How much faster will it go? Probably gonna crash. It's gonna head into a wall. Faster still. Oh shit, oh shit. And then it crashed. The end. Do. Alright, I think I got everything there now. Now I just gotta worry about all the stuff in the back. So like I said, it's gonna be in 2 points this time. So as you can see, it's a little bit tinier. Not too much more though. I could do 1 point, but I think that might be a little overkill. That's literally just a pixel. Wah 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 wah. No. Wow. Maybe we can get better music. This is the best music. Best music in the house. Would you rather me just put the Chow theme on repeat? That could work. Maybe I should try it one of these streams just to see how annoying it'll eventually get over time. Then again, if we listen to it so much to the point that we hate it, then it might not be worth it. What? Impossible. We should try that one of these streams. Just put the Chow music on a repeat. Maybe if I do another My Characters as Chow forms, we'll just have the Chow theme on repeat the entire time. How does that sound? Boom, 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 boom. And make sure all those lines are good. They're supposed to be kind of pretty rough anyways, so I don't think I need to clean too many of them up, except for like the parts where the circles are at. Oops. Yeah, it's a background, so it's not really supposed to be too neat anyways. Yes. The Brutal Legend soundtrack, it's video game music with lyrics. Oh yeah, it's the Brutal Legend soundtrack. You mean the soundtrack that's compiled mostly of copyrighted music. That sounds like a great idea. If only the child drawing stream will be a mix of our characters. Huh. That could be interesting too, yeah. We can do that. we can, since the chows are very easy to draw anyways, so I'll probably end up doing a mix of everyone. Maybe I'll be the next my character's as. We'll do a bunch of little chows. Okay, so yeah, this is looking pretty good though so far. I think the line art, the line art's done. As you can see, we have put minimal amounts of like windows on anything, but that's fine. Oh wait, I think, yeah, I remember from remember down here, there might have been a little bit of a thing. Yeah, crossing out right there. Yeah, that's good now. Now let's do the coloring, which I'm curious of how the coloring is gonna work. Because again, we're gonna try to match the colors of this here pretty closely. Oh wait, the only other thing we need to do obviously is a basilicom. We need to do the basilicom. Basilicom drawing. And just in case too, let's just fade away the background a little bit more. Also, so we can focus purely on the basilicom here. Make your own music. Oh yeah, that's easy to do. That's definitely something I can do. Corey, I'm hungry. Well, get something to eat. Get some pudding or something, I don't know. That should be good. I'm gonna try, yeah. Oh, whoops. That's something interesting that you can do, huh? Okay then. Whoa, whoa. Wait, hold on. Oh. I'm on the sketch now, that's why I was like, why is it faded like that? Okay. Make me ramen noodles. What do you mean, make you ramen noodles? I don't think I can physically do that. Also, I'm in the middle of streaming here, sir. Make your own damn ramen noodles. Please. I wish I could, Fancy. but I do not have the capabilities of doing so for you right now. Have you tried willing them into existence? Just right before your eyes. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's always worth a shot. I tried, it didn't work. Damn. I don't know what else to do for you then, son. As you know, mom. Technically my mom. But don't. There you go. This whole thing in the middle is just kind of just a giant mess of lines, and I'm not sure what go where. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Got no regrets inside of me, yeah. Not looking back, not giving up. What do you mean skip and remove? One of the hypest songs on my fucking track. You just have PTSD from when I did the credits for that game. I still can't believe how goddamn long the credits were for Sonic Colors. It was actually pretty ridiculous. I wasn't expecting them to be that long. I only sat through them because I thought that I would get an achievement for it or something. And I'm pretty sure I did. Though I think that they patched it to the point where it's like, you don't have to sit through the whole thing. I'm just like, then what was the point? What was the point? Boom, boom, boom. Nah, let's just quickly. Whoop. Stop being so curvy. I just need you to be straight. Wah 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 wah. Do 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 do. Dun dun dun. I am your son and your mummy. I see then. Exactly. I'll at least agree with you on that point, Pansy. I don't understand why it was so goddamn long. Like, there was no reason for it to be. Wow, wow. Uh-oh, Ba-ba-bow. Banana one. Uh-oh. There you go. Come on. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. That's good. Boop. Cleaner. There you go. Whee. Okay. Now it's just clean up the line a little bit. Throwing it away before I get my 10th star. Hell yeah. Let's go, boys. Okay, now I think these lines look good now. Yeah. Now I just need to make sure that it's not interfering with any of the lines behind it. And then we shall merge everything together into one big one. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Actually, what was this? Oh, it was that little building right there. Okay, so it's this side that needs to stay like that. Okay. Hopefully I remember that when I'm doing that. Actually, yeah, we don't need that. Oh, is that really all we did? The plantation drawing? Oh, because, yeah. Huh, there's not going to be much of that bridge left, huh? I was looking at that, I was like, huh, that's weird, why is it like that? And I did I put that visibility back on for that, I'm like, oh, alright, that's in front. We're getting closer though. I'm liking how this is all coming together now. Okay, I think that's everything cleared from it. Yep, looks like it. Okay. Alright, now we should be in the clear. Bonk. It looks pretty good. I like it. Now I just need to put in like all the color, which there is a lot of color. So this might take a little while. But hopefully it doesn't take too long. Because I definitely would like to get this finished today. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. I'm not sure how much of... I'm not really covering much of it here. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, now we must do the coloring. So... Let's actually, yeah, let's do a colors layer. I'm going to put it right into here. Actually, no, we don't need a colors layer. We just kind of need to pull from here. Well, actually, no, we'll still pull from here. We just kind of need to put it on top of everything. Because I'm going to be using the flat colors from all of these, so... So the blue, I'm going to be using that. The purple, I'm going to be using that. Skin color, be using that. Oh yeah, the black of this, going to be using that. Her eye color. Her eye color? It's actually almost the same as this, right? Almost. Yeah, eye color will be that. Black of the suit will be this color. Purple of the suit will be this color. Blue of the suit will be that. You got the little silver pendant in the middle right there. As well as for her buttons, so yeah, that's going to be the silver for all those. That's slightly, I think, not the pure white color, so yeah, we'll save that as on the side as well too. But yeah, most of the other parts on her are basically the same. Yeah. Actually, the blacks. Yeah, the blacks on here and on here match. Some of the blues. This actually would be this color. There you go. Okay. Down. Okay, yeah, we can get all that. So that's all Neptune's colors. We're gonna call in sick to finish the drawing progress. I don't know about that. I ain't gonna promise that. Alright, as for the sky, gonna have that color for the sky. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger though. Clouds are gonna be that color on it. The Basilicom is that color. Some of the buildings are like this light color. Oh yeah, there's some blue on the Basilicom too, so it's about that color. I just realized I didn't get that little side over there, huh? Whoops. Hold on, I'll just kind of quickly draw over it before I put on all the colors. It's a good thing I caught that before I started getting any further into it. There's also a bit of purplish color to it, so I'm gonna mark that under there. Some of the dark blues of the buildings kind of look like that. See, most of the buildings will have those two colors, I think. And then trees are going to be that green. And the ocean will be about that blue. Oh, and then the road, that brown. Alright, I think that'll do. I think that's everything that I need to worry about with this. Time for colors. Yes. But yeah, let's do that real quickly though. The Basilicom drawing. Shrink it back down to 3. The black. And we're gonna need to take this back on too. Yep, I see that right over there now. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna kind of wing it with the drawing of it. Yeah, let's get rid of Planetoon for the moment. We can focus on this little thing. Okay, there we go. Easy enough. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Don't 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 don't. Da 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 don't. Don't 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 don't. Donk 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 donk. Were you just mocking me, Corey? No, I would never dare. If I say things in a funny way, it's because I say things in a funny way. It is how I talk. I know how to converse like normal human being. Normal human being. Alright, now that's good. Coloring time? Understandable, yes. Alright, now we do color. Oh, wait. Yeah, coloring. We're gonna have that on its own layer, but we also need to group. Yeah, we need to group these as the drawings, and then I'm gonna duplicate this group. Oh, not delete group. Cancel that. Duplicate. A blink. And then I'm gonna take everything in here and merge it. So that way we don't lose anything. There we go. Okay. And now let's get to work. Oh my god. We almost there though. Look at that. We almost there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, let's see. Let's do the skyline first. It's like that, so we can easily get all that done. Select, modify, expand by 1 pixel, since it is a 2-pixel job here. Alright, anyways, colorings. So yeah, the sky I said was gonna be, yeah, this color right over here. Colors, pretty colors. Yes. Prettiful colors. Oh, I forgot the signature is not on top of everything like that. Let's move the signature on top. There we go. Actually, before we do that, hold on. Before we finalize that, I kind of want to do a little bit of a thing in the background here of this. There you go. And now the clouds. Segas. Yeah, I'm okay with having the fade like this in the background, because the sky does have like a natural fade to it over the horizon. So it's not that far-fetched to assume that it would be like that. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. I might do something similar actually with this one. Yeah, because that is a lighter shade right back there. Actually, I think that might be better actually. Yep, that's good. All right. Since we're doing the background, actually, yeah, let's just do the rest of it. So this whole nope, silicon drawing is what I want. Whoop. Alright, so everything in the very distance, looks like it's kind of mostly like this, this regular light blue color right here. Yeah, it looks like it's about that color. Let's do all the forest too. Because there is quite a lot of forest everywhere. Now I'm seeing it too. I'm gonna need to add a little bit of a thing right there too. Hold on, let me do that real quickly. 'Cause that's gonna bother me. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that looks about good. Well, no. A little bit lower. There we go. That's good. Wow, wow, wow. Look at all that green. Let's also get the water of the ocean, or the lake, I should say, here. Just realized that. I just realized that. Oh my god. Fuck. It's okay. We can fix that. Because luckily, I was a smarty, and I saved the drawings, this drawing here, layer here, before anything else like that. Alright, hold on. So yeah, the basilicom drawing, we need to erase those little lines right there. Of course, to start over poggers. No, I don't have to start all over. Also, that is not poggers, actually, Pansy. It's actually quite the opposite of the poggers word. Okay, now that should be it. Okay, that's something else. That's the Planet Neptune drawing probably right there. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's all good. Now, how am I gonna transfer that over? Let's see, I erased... Yeah. I just erased the basilicom drawing, so... I think as long as I copy all of this and paste it on top, should be fine. Okay. Let's see how well that works. Actually, yeah, we can do it like that. Yeah, because then we just take this. I know, then we have to erase all that. Is the only thing. It's gonna be tricky, because I'm unsure of how to actually do this correctly. Actually, I know one way to do it. Yeah, I know the best way to do it. Okay. I just have to basically just redo what I did with this with this. The only thing though too is I actually want to take this little thing right here and add it to the drawing here too. There we go. Okay. All right, and then duplicate these layers. Merge these layers. There you go. Okay, now all things should be right. Yeah. Okay, it was actually a simple fix. I just didn't realize what I had to do to get to it. I'm glad I figured that out, though. Longer draw, longer it'll be. You get to be with your favorite people. Yeah, but see, the thing you don't realize, Panties, I have to work tomorrow. And I like sleep. So, I would like to get this done as soon as I can. Not anything against you guys, but, you know. I like sleep. And being able to function in the morning. Personally. I don't know how it is with you guys, but that's how I like to be. Okay, and then we just select, modify, expand. Colin sick. Meh. But I'm not sick. So why would I do that? Oh boy. Yeah, this is the one I need to pick. Okay. No. There we go. I'm trying to remember which parts of these are the parts that I want to color, and then which are the parts that I don't want to color that color. Okay. Alright, B. Get sick or fake being sick. Well, I don't want to actually be sick. And I'd rather not fake my illness, because I feel like there might be some consequences to that kind of thing, but you know. I gotta, man. Colorings. Wait, did I just expand this? No, I didn't. Okay. Whoops, not that. That. Either way, I'm definitely getting this drawing done today, so you guys don't need to worry about that. You guys don't need to worry about me calling the stream early. Especially when we're this close. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what the other colors or these things are going to be. It looks like I said, yeah, these are the colors and the darker parts the blue. So let's first just do all of the buildings just like that color. I know these little disc things are like that. Yeah, I already know they're like that, so I'm just gonna leave them like that. Ah. Ah. Mm. Hmm. See, now I'm looking at it like that. I'm like, eh, they're not like that color, really, actually. Yeah, they're more like that color. They actually, yeah, they almost match the ocean, now that I think about it, yeah. One of my linkable followers. Chris got a hack in his account. It's a new bot account. I'm getting bored waiting for him to look at the fucking chat. Oh, well then. Hi, Chris. Ah. Nope. There you go. Nope. Trying to think of what else needs that blue color. I'll worry about it in a little bit. Click my damn link. Oh, it's a YouTube video. The hell is this? That's funny. I like that. Stick bugged. is the new Rick roll as I have heard. Stick bug bitch. All right, thank you for that, Chris. I appreciate everything you do for me. Okay. Finally, now I can. What do you mean now you can leave? No, you'll stay forever until I'm done with the stream. You're now locked into this chat. Joe. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, okay then. Whoops. There you go. Yeah, now it's really starting to come together. Oh, oops, forgot about the black right there. That's fine. Miss a few spots. Whoops. Oh, it's supposed to be purple too. I think everything else I'll do by hand, because it's basically almost there. Okay. Bow, bow, bow. Alright, first let's get our eyes. Actually, yeah, let's do that first real quickly with it. Oops. There we go. And it's just white in the middles, right? Yeah, it's just white. Okay. Yeah, they're a little bit more toward the center, like where her pupils would be. Because right now it looks like she's looking like that. Okay. There you go. Let's make sure all that's good. I know that there's some little cracks everywhere. Oh yeah, I'm not doing the Delta Room stream this week. Yeah, I decided against doing the rest of the fight run, mostly because I'm not sure if I'm not even really sure if there's anything too much newer that I'm gonna be getting from that, anyways. And just doing it the one stream that I did it on, it was definitely a lot different than I expected it to go. Like, it went a lot differently than I expected it to go. So I kind of figured it was just better just to go ahead and do a new series instead. Like, at least felt like the content I was gonna get from the fight only run wasn't really gonna be too much more worth it to do a whole nother stream and replay through of it, you know? There's just all the little corners that they didn't even get here. Alright, yeah, something else I want to do too. Because I noticed this on the Basilicom as well too. Oh, yeah, I need to do that too. Kind of forgot about that as well. Oop, oop. Alright, follow it. I'm not complaining, I just realized I completely forgot about it until now. Yeah, that was just basically my main reasoning for it. I just kind of felt like that it ultimately wasn't really going to be worth going through all of it again. I'll still definitely be playing the new chapters when they come in, whenever Toby Fox decides to make them, but for the most part, I'm not going to be revisiting. Like, I even admitted in that playthrough that I don't usually like to do multiple playthroughs unless I feel like there's something there. And when I went through Deltarune again on stream, there wasn't really much new. There might have been more new stuff when you get further into Chapter 2. But from what I played, there's not really much to it. Is the blue parts here on this, right? Yeah, all that little bit there. Actually, let me just put this on so I can kind of gauge that too. Yeah, we can make all of this the dark blue on it. Oh wait, that center part isn't dark, huh? Yeah. It's just along the sides. Actually, that side isn't really like that, huh? Oh no, it is. It's just that little white stemmed part that isn't part of the whole blue sphere thing of it. Yes, that's fine like that. Okay. Oh wait, not that many. I only want to expand it 1 pixel. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I need to fix that little bit right there too. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, they're basically almost the same blue, so I'm not sure if it makes too much of a difference which one's in front and which one's in the back, but gonna try to differentiate them. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, is that just... Oh, are those just lines that got through? Yeah. That's fine. So many little things everywhere. I knew this was gonna take a while too, but I wanted to stick through it to the end. Yeah, I think everything else is there. Just about, yeah. Screw it. I'll be that same color. Actually, no, yeah, it would be that color. That would be the other spike. Am I almost done? Am I almost done? Oh, there's some spotsies up here. All nice room. Let's go. No. No. I'd rather not do an all-night drawing stream. We did a 6-hour drawing stream once before. I'd rather would not go through that again. Thank you. There's already hell on my hands. I remember that stream too. I think it was like 4 to 5 hours worth of drawing, and I'm just like, I could have split this into 2 different streams, but here I am, grinding away at it. It's already 11:30. Okay. That was a fantastic stream. Was it? You might have enjoyed it, but I certainly was feeling it toward the end. My hands did not appreciate it, and neither did my sleep schedule. But you know, it is what it is. Her eyes really that close to white? Huh. I just can tell it really is that close to white, huh? I can barely even see the change when I do it. There we go. Oh, that's not the right color. That one. Do 8 hours. Do 10, 24. No. Absolutely fucking not. You fucking kidding me? I ain't gonna be drawing for 24 hours straight. Only reason I would do that shit is for charity. I'm not gonna willingly do that though. There'll be breaks every now and then. I'm not that cruel. Still no. Again, not unless I do it for charity. Which, if I did a charity live stream, I wouldn't do just drawing. I would do, like, a collection of everything. Please tell me we're almost done. Please tell me we're almost done. Nope. As much as I would like to do a charity live stream, I don't really have the time and or energy at the moment to do it. I'm unsure when I could schedule something like that, or even if I could. I definitely would want it to be when I'm a little bit bigger anyways. Maybe for like a milestone or something like that, right? That sounds good. Yeah, probably when I reach like a certain milestone, I'll think about it. Or maybe when I'm getting close to a certain milestone. Because charity live streams are also good for that. For like breaking sub goals. Oh yeah. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Gotta follow my rainbow. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. Expand by 2. What you can't see. No singing unless you're doing the 24-hour stream. You cannot silence my singing, sir. I will sing as I please. Follow me. Set me free. This is a cry for help. Follow me. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Also, what do I do if my freaking 24-hour stream gets copyrighted? Do I just lose copyright on every single, all of that live stream? That just sounds like a bad deal. My plan's dead. No matter what that may be. Oh, we're almost done, I think. We just need, I forgot about these little thingies up here and then this little thingy down here. We will escape from the city. Follow me. Set me free. Held captive by Pansy. Follow me. Come on. The captivity is mutual, and you agree to be held captive. Do not include me in this bloody song. Singing Simish from The Sims. I don't think that would work. At least to keep the copyright down. Also, I don't know how to speak fucking Simish. Do you? Are any of you fluent in Simish? Simlish? I for sure know that I am not. Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna say good enough for now, mostly because I'm already way past time. Most likely, because I'm not entirely happy with how the buildings look yet. I'm unsure what I want to do with the coloration of them yet, though, and I don't want to think about it right now. So I'll fix the rest of this up in my own free time later. But this is probably the closest I'm gonna get to finishing it tonight, though. I'm at least glad that I got this much done. Like, this is basically as close as you can get to getting it finished and done. As you really can. Like I said, like, the only things that are gonna be changing on this, can I, oh my god, can I just scroll over here, please? Thank you. Just want to show the audience my beautiful drawing. See, this is probably the closest I'm gonna get. Only things that are gonna change by the final product is probably just gonna be a few things with the colors of the buildings and such. Because I want to make them look more like how they do in the Planetoon thingy. But, you know, just work with flat color. I'm okay with the buildings in the back. That's fine with me. But I'm meant to figure out what to do with the rest of those. It shouldn't take that long. It should take, like, probably like a few more minutes. Sims is very easy to learn. Oh, is it? VC after the Neptunia stream tomorrow? We can do that. Possibly. Depending whether or not how tired I am after all that. Actually, yeah, I don't know about that, because I need to wake up early on Wednesday for some stuff that I want to do. So I might not be able to do that. But we'll see if we can do it maybe sometime Wednesday, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see when I can get around to doing the rest of it, but that's fine. But yeah, she came out really nice. Like, just looking at Neptune alone, I think she looks really nice. I'm just, again, the only thing I'm not happy with is the background. Because, like, I really like how the Planetoon, the Basilicom looks. And all the colorations with that and everything. But the buildings with the light blue, I don't like it. So, I might just make it, like, the same, like, gray color. And then maybe just add some of these blue accents to some parts of them. I don't know. Probably something like that. That might be honestly all I have to do. But again, that's work, and I don't want to do any more work tonight. Yeah, she's beautiful. Yes, I agree. But yeah, I'll finish the rest of this in time. That's basically probably what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to make probably all of these the same color as this, and then it should look way better. Maybe make this siding a bit more like grayish, or maybe even something like this color. Who knows? We'll see. But for now, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, if you subscribe if you wish to see more. If you want to see other blue plays I've done in the past, description has those links for what all the other things I've drawn. I'm also going to be making a fan art. I'm going to be making the different things for all my drawing series too. So this is going to be in the fan art one, but I'm also going to be making a playlist for my characters and all my references. So those will be on the streams that they align to, though. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for the Neptunia stream. Hyped for that, at least. All right, bye bye now.